Good morning, friends. How are you on this new Monday in September? Hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a great day so far on this Monday morning, that you had a remarkable weekend. Got some really good downtime, some rest, some relaxation, some time with your loved ones. That is the most important part of downtime, is trying to spend it with those in your life that mean the most. Because you know what? You never know what's next. You never know what life is going to throw at you. And you got to be ready for it. So, as we start this new week, I wish for everyone that it is a remarkably peaceful week and that you have great success. I have done my moisturizer, my e.l.f. moisturizing moisturizer, which I love this stuff. It's a moisturizer and primer, and boy, I'll tell you what, I put this on my skin and it just drinks it, it gulps it down. It is truly, I think, for aged skin, the best primer on the market. I really do. It makes my skin feel remarkable. I have also done my concealer, which is an e.l.f. concealer in the lightest color, 16-hour e.l.f. concealer under here. I have used my O'Shale stick this morning. Love this product. My son's fiance, she doesn't wear a lot of makeup. She has beautifully, just gorgeous skin, and obviously they're getting married soon, and so I was explaining to her that this product, I think, is a remarkable product for those who don't wear a lot of makeup but want a smooth, uniform look to their skin. It's not heavy, it's not cakey, it doesn't feel like a mask, it lasts all day, and it just gives you this beautiful sheen to your skin. It levels out any inconsistencies in the color of your face, and this comes in quite a few colors. You can get it on Amazon. It is not expensive. In my opinion, it's not expensive. And it's a great product. It lasts all day. So if you're looking for a lighter daily foundation to level out the colors and the inconsistency of your face, try that one. And then this one is the companion to it. This is a little bit thicker, and this is designed for those areas in your face where you might have some uneven scarring, like from acne or a burn or something. This will help fill in the difference in the skin, but it's also extremely light. It is not uncomfortable. It is not heavy. The two of them together are truly a remarkable tag team for a really good coverage, but that are not incredibly thick and heavy and uncomfortable like so many of the stick makeups can be. Okay, I am putting on my lipstick this morning because my lips are really dry. This is number 810. It is L'Oreal, because L'Oreal is my favorite lipstick brand. This one is Sandstone, L'Oreal Color Riche. Love that product. It's just a great product. This morning I'm wearing this sort of fleshy color in green and blue. So I'm going to use this ColourPop. It's my Pleasure palette. It looks really purple, but I'm going to be using these colors right here. These sort of fleshy tone colors. And maybe even this one. I might mix these two actually. Because it is a fleshy tone, and that's what I'm sort of looking for today, is that fleshy tone. And then we're going to come in with the darker to outline and put in transition. So let me grab the correct application brush here. Let's dip into those two colors and see what we get here. Okay, that came on pretty strong. It's a little bit pinker than I had thought it was gonna be. Yeah, it's a lot pinker than I thought it was gonna be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush that off the brush, and I'm gonna dip into that darker terracotta color. Yeah, that's better. Wow, it really goes on really dark. I'm surprised. I just made a really big mess here. So I do have a standby that I'm gonna attempt to save this with, because this went really, really pink. And I don't think that's what I want today. So we're gonna take my powder puff and we are gonna blend that down with powder. This is what you can do if you get a mistake. If your eyeshadow goes on the wrong way or the wrong direction of color. I'm just blending it down now with my powder. And that is okay, that looks pretty good. It happens occasionally where you think you're gonna get a specific color and then the color comes on and it is not what you intended. That's what happened here today. But that is okay. Yeah, that looks okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just leave that the way it is, and then I'm gonna pick up my small brush here and I'm gonna dip into the really darker brownie color. And we're gonna outline with that. Yeah, that looks much better, and it's really more along the nude color that I was looking for today. So note to self, when I go back to use this palette again, that this color, even though it looks like it's a closer color to the orange and the browns, it goes on very, very pink, which is really kind of unusual. It doesn't look like it would do that, but it definitely did. So I am gonna grab my other palette here, which is my Emeralds by Profusion. It's this one. And I'm gonna grab this color. That is definitely a more orangey tone. And I'm just gonna add a little bit to get that closer to the flesh color that I'm looking for, which, yep, that worked. Yep. This sort of cancels the pink undertone and gets me to that flesh color that I was looking for. Yeah, there we go. Much better. It happens a lot when you're working with makeup. So the key, when you get a color that does that and it is not what you thought it was going to be, don't panic. Keep your powder close by. Keep a tissue close by. And if you have to do what I did and take it all the way down using powder, go ahead. It's not going to hurt anything. And let's get some lighter color up here under the brow. I'm using my finishing powder for this, by the way, guys. I'm not using an actual eyeshadow. I am using my Revlon Color Stay finishing powder just to go under my brow and right under my eye to make sure I'm canceling out any pink fallout. I'm gonna pick up my pointy little powder puff, and I'm gonna finish with this. This is my Revlon Color Stay, and we're gonna pick that up, and we're going to make sure that we have no residual fallout from that really dark pink. Beautiful. Love that nude lip. That's beautiful. Okay, and then today, because I'm doing more towards the nude colors, I'm going to be using my Milani Dolce blush. This is definitely more towards a neutral blush. It's still pink, but it is not nearly as vibrant pink as my Fenty What a Brat. This is definitely a much more neutral pink blush. Okay, that looks really nice. Let's make sure that we've got all of our powder off our shirt. Add a little bit of lip gloss. Okay. And we are getting our curler, and we are remembering to place this on your lid. Place it and push it back. I'll do it here again. Place it and push it backwards. Really get to the bottom of each lash. The stalk of the lash is where you want to get. Push it up and then curl it. That helps you get the entire stalk of your lashes curled. Then we're going to come in with L'Oreal Panorama, and we're going to start at the very base. I find when I look into the mirror like this, I've got a really magnified mirror here, so this is like 5 times. And when I look down into the mirror like this, I can actually see the bottom of each lash. And I can use this really hard wand to start the application at the base of each lash. So we'll do the same over here. Finally getting some tiny little lashes on this side. Using the tiny little end of my wand to get in here to get these lower lashes. And then I'm going to come through here in a second and I'm going to do one final coat with my Milani. And I got a little bit of a smudge, so I'm just going to pick up my tiny little brush here. Now to finish that, I'm going to come in with my Milani Defying Gravity. Love this wand. This is probably, these two wands are my favorite by far. And then I'm going to come in towards the end of the lashes now and add some more to the end to get some more length and get some more volume in my lashes. Okay. Just got a little bit of smudging going on. Both of them. I hit both of the eyes today. And then just a little bit more here. Let's take a look. How does this all look today? Get my glasses on. Ooh, that's really pretty. Just a very soft, feminine, sort of a nude palette today. Pick up the nude color in this shirt. Instead of working with the greens and the blues today, I picked up this nude color, and I think that looks really nice. Many blessings, everyone. I hope this is a great new week. Some of you have sent me a message in the last couple of days and asked me if everything is okay. And to be honest, no. But I am not at a position that I'm comfortable to talk about what's happening. I appreciate you asking, and you know, sometimes in life things happen and you just have to absorb them and figure out what's next and what the game plan is, and regroup, and that's kind of where I am. I'm in a regrouping phase, but I love to come in every day and say hello to you, do our makeup together, get our day started off on the right foot, positively, encouraging each and every one of us to get out there and make it a spectacular day. And that's my hope and my wish for all of us today, is that we start this Monday new, fresh, new optimism, new attitude, and thank you for being part of my community. Please help me grow it if you would by sharing, liking, and subscribing, and give me a thumbs up if you would, and a comment. If you're new, let me know that too. And I so appreciate you. I appreciate the fact that you take the time to watch and join and comment, and it is not lost on me. So thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I appreciate the care and concern, and it's just a blessing. And I hope we can take our time together and inspire each other to start our day positively in the right direction with a positive attitude. So it's Monday. Get out there and hit a grand slam. Whatever you're doing in whatever industry or whatever you do in your life, make it a spectacular day. And thanks for joining me this morning. This is a nude that started out to be a disaster, but I did save the color. So remember that. Even if you apply your shadow and you think it's going to go one way and it completely goes the other way, don't panic, blend, and have powder available. Powder is your best friend when you make a mistake, because you can blend it all the way down and almost start over again, and then kind of always have a backup too in the same color scheme that you're looking for, just so if you have to, you can blend. That's what I did this morning, and it all ended up okay. So God bless. Thanks for joining me. This is Carrie from Texas. Have a spectacular, safe day, everyone. See you tomorrow.